the illusion of turnover and the reality of profit. Is beekeeping a peaceful hobby, or is it a hard industrial logic that runs on diesel, sweat, and sleepless nights? Picture two scenes. In the first scene, there's a stationary beekeeper. He's drinking coffee on his terrace, looking at his 60 hives. The bees are working calmly. Costs are minimal. In the second scene, there's a migratory beekeeper. It's 3 a.m. Rotating truck lights cut through the fog. Fatigue is catching up with him as he lifts the 50th hive onto the platform. He's risking his back, risking a truck breakdown, risking his hives tipping over. Most people will say that the second beekeeper, the one with the truck, is more successful. Why? Because he chases nectar flows, because his scales show bigger numbers. But is that really true? Welcome to the 10th anniversary episode of our series on precision beekeeping. So far, we've analyzed statistical factors: location, wind, water, population density. Today, we put all of that into cash flow. Today, we're solving the biggest, most expensive, and most dangerous dilemma of modern beekeeping: stationary or migratory system. Most beekeepers answer this emotionally. You have to move. There's no honey without black locust. Today, we'll answer mathematically. We're doing a brutal business audit. We're calculating the break-even point. We're analyzing hidden depreciation costs that 90% of beekeepers forget to write down. And most importantly, we're calculating the biological tax, the price bees pay with their health every time you start the truck engine. If you think 40 kilograms of honey on a truck is always better than 20 kilograms on a stationary yard, stay with us. The numbers we're about to show you could save you thousands of dollars and protect both your health and your bees. Part 1. The basic financial model. Revenue is not profit. Let's clear up the fundamental economic mistake right away. In beekeeping, as in any business, there's a massive difference between turnover, gross revenue, and profit, what actually stays in your pocket. Migratory beekeepers almost always have higher revenue, but profit? That's a different equation. Net profit equals total kilograms times price minus OPEX plus CAPEX plus risk, where OPEX equals operating expenses, fuel, labor, CAPEX equals capital expenses, vehicle and equipment depreciation. Let's compare two scenarios using 60 hives, a common number for a serious hobbyist or semi-professional. Scenario A, stationary apiary. The bees stay in one carefully selected micro-location. You have one main nectar flow and one quieter meadow flow. Average yield, 28 kilograms per hive. Total, 1,680 kilograms of honey. At $7 per kilogram, $11,760 revenue. Costs are minimal. Fuel for weekend visits, about $1,200 per year. Basic depreciation and your labor. Net margin is high. You may clear around $9,000 in net profit. Scenario B, migratory apiary. The beekeeper is ambitious. He moves to canola, then black locust, then sunflower. Average yield jumps dramatically, 42 kilograms per hive, or even 60 kilograms in a good year. Total, 2,520 kilograms. Revenue, $17,640. At first glance, the migratory beekeeper wins. He made almost $6,000 more. But now we open the second notebook, the cost notebook. Part 2, the invisible costs of logistics, OPEX. Migration isn't free. Every mile of asphalt has a price. Let's calculate one average move, 120 kilometers one way. That's 240 kilometers outbound and another 240 kilometers returning the bees. Total, 480 kilometers for just one nectar flow. If the truck consumes 15 liters per 100 kilometers and fuel costs $1.80 per liter, fuel alone costs around $130. Most beekeepers stop calculating here. They say, $130 on $6,000 extra revenue? That's nothing. That's a mistake. That's just fuel. What about depreciation? A truck hauling heavy loads on dirt roads, mud, and potholes destroys tires, suspension, clutch components. Economic standards say that for every dollar spent on fuel, you should add at least 50 cents to $1 for vehicle depreciation and maintenance. So vehicle cost isn't $130. It's realistically closer to $250. Then there's hive depreciation. Every move is stress on wooden equipment. Hives collide, frames crack, wires loosen. The lifespan of hives in migratory beekeeping is about 20% shorter than in stationary systems. That means more frequent replacement of supers and bottom boards. That's at least $300 per year hidden cost for 60 hives. And finally, the most expensive resource, your time. Loading 60 hives takes hours. Unloading takes hours. Night driving, scouting locations, securing permits. With 3 migrations per year, you'll spend an additional 150 working hours compared to your stationary colleague. If you value your time at just $10 per hour, and it should be more, that's $1,500 in labor cost you gave away. When you add fuel, vehicle depreciation, equipment depreciation, and labor, the real cost of 3 migrations per year exceeds $2,500 to $3,000. That $6,000 extra just got cut in half. Part 3, the biological tax, stress and adaptation. Money can be recovered, bee health cannot. Migration is trauma. Imagine someone lifts your house at 3 a.m., shakes it for 4 hours on a truck, and drops it in a completely unfamiliar environment where the sun rises from a different direction. What happens inside the hive? 1. Thermal shock and consumption. During transport, due to stress and vibration, bees increase metabolic heat. In a closed space without flight access, the colony becomes a furnace. To cool and calm themselves, bees consume enormous amounts of honey. Research shows colonies consume 8 to 12% more honey during transport and the first 48 hours of adaptation. On 60 hives, that stress consumption can eat up to 240 kilograms of honey annually. That's $1,680 lost just because the bees were stressed. 2. Disorientation and drifting. After unloading, hives are often placed densely. Bees don't know the terrain. Mass drifting occurs. Strong colonies get stronger. Weak ones collapse. Even worse, horizontal transmission of varroa and viruses increases. One infected hive on a truck spreads disease faster under density and stress than in a separated stationary yard. 3. Queen loss. Statistics are clear. Migratory beekeepers have 10 to 15% higher rates of silent supersedure or queen loss. Vibrations can physically damage queens. Stress can trigger replacement behavior. Every lost queen mid-season is one less productive unit. That's a direct financial loss. Part 4. Transport thermodynamics, the overheating risk. For professionals, the biggest risk isn't fuel cost, it's suffocation and overheating. A resting colony generates about 10 to 20 watts of heat. A stressed colony, sealed on a truck, can generate 200 watts. If you're hauling 60 hives, you're transporting a 12-thou heat source. That's like driving with multiple space heaters under a tarp. Without screened bottom boards and ventilation space, temperature in the cluster can exceed 45 degrees Celsius in less than 20 minutes of standing still. At 45 degrees Celsius, wax becomes soft. Heavy honeycomb collapses, honey spills, bees drown in their own product. The colony literally cooks. That's the nightmare of migratory beekeeping, opening the truck and seeing honey dripping from the bottom boards. Rule number 1, never move without ventilation. Never stand in daylight. Migration is a night operation. Part 5, the break-even point. When does it pay off? Does migration make sense? Yes, but only under strict mathematical conditions. Migration makes economic sense only if economies of scale. You have more than 70 hives. Below that, fixed transport costs eat your profit. Yield difference. The new nectar flow must deliver at least 15 kilograms more per hive than staying home. Flow duration. At least 10 days of strong nectar intake. Transport efficiency. Cost per hive per move must not exceed $5. If you move 30 hives with a trailer for a nectar flow that gives 5 kilograms more than your orchard, you're losing money. you're paying to work. Part 6. Technology, pallets and containers. If you decide to migrate, forget individual hive lifting. That's 19th century technology. Your biggest enemy is loading time. Modern systems. Pallet system, 4 hives per pallet, loaded with forklift or crane, full vehicle loaded in 30 minutes. Bee containers, hives built into truck or trailer, no loading, start engine and drive. Efficiency analytics show container systems save up to 80% of seasonal labor time. If you plan to professionalize, don't buy more hives, buy better logistics. Better 50 hives in a container than 100 on the ground you must lift manually. Part 7. The stationary strategy, the hybrid model. What if you don't want a truck? Stationary beekeepers win through diversification. Migratory beekeepers chase tonnage, monoculture honey. Stationary beekeepers compete in product mix. Pollen collection, royal jelly production, nucleus colonies, and queen production. Data shows a diversified stationary apiary can achieve the same net profit as a honey-only migratory operation, with 50% less physical labor and 0 road risk. There's also a third path, the decentralized model. Instead of one large yard or constant migration, maintain 3 smaller stationary yards 10 to 20 kilometers apart. You reduce drought risk without heavy logistics. Conclusion: be the CEO of your system. The choice between stationary and migratory beekeeping isn't about courage. It's about business strategy and your spine. Migration is Formula 1. High speed, high yield. One mistake, one truck failure, one overheating event, one bad nectar flow price, and the entire season collapses. Stationary is a marathon. Slower, stable, sustainable. More honey does not automatically mean more profit. Profit exists only after subtracting all costs, including the costs your bees pay with their health and you pay with your labor. If this episode helped you evaluate your system realistically, support us. Like the video, the algorithm recognizes depth. In the comments, tell us, are you a beekeeper with a truck or a beekeeper with a chair? How much does one migration really cost you? Let's build a regional cost database. And now, a look ahead. We talked about location, density, migration, factors we can partially control. But what happens when nature changes the rules? What about extreme droughts or late frosts that wipe out black locust overnight? In the next episode, we enter climate extremes and survival strategy. How do you prepare a system resilient to heat waves? How do you protect bees when nature turns off the tap? Until then, measure, calculate, and drive carefully. See you in the next episode.